Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I am Anaam. Today I want to tell you about the particular circumstances that you and I were born in. Everyone is born in these circumstances. When we are born in a world created not by your mother or father, not by anyone that you will know. It is a world created by an influence, a force completely outside the control of anyone that you are ever likely to meet in your whole life. But it is the consensus, it's the agreement of everyone you will ever meet that creates the consensus reality that you will live in. Now, this is where the average man's life and the warrior's life right there diverge. The average man never realizes one single fact. If some of them even do, right? They simply lack the personal power, the training to be able to do anything about it. All they can manage is rebelliousness, a negative reaction. That's all they can manage, which is really just playing the game. What is this realization that happens? The warrior absolutely sees through this scam very quickly. And the scam is that you pay to exist. You pay to exist. You pay for your right to exist. How is that possible, Anaam? I'm a free person. I don't pay to exist. I simply am. Oh, really? Would you say that food is necessary to your survival? Yeah, you're starting to get it. You pay for food. In fact, you pay for food that is deliberately harmful. It is called food, so you don't think about it and you buy it. In the average supermarket, 99% of the products that are labeled, that are found under the food section, are inedible. They are inedible. Animals at least have the good sense to sniff at that food and they'll walk away. Wild animals, at least. Pets will just gobble it up just like you do, right? You pay to exist. Would you say that water is essential for your survival? Yeah, they're called bills, water bills. There is coming a time when the predator will scam you with selling air. You will pay to breathe. That is round the corner. Why? Because the average man is so stupid that they just don't know their ass from their elbow. So whatever daddy government says must be true. I'll leave you with that one. But paying for air is coming very soon. You pay to exist. You pay for your shelter. Everything that is necessary for an organism to exist in this world, you pay for it. So you pay to exist. It's not a debate. This is not an opinion. It's actually what is happening and has been happening for a long time. Okay? The average man doesn't even come to this basic realization about their prison their entire life. It never occurs to them. So here I am telling you that, believe me, you look around, look at your life, you don't believe it, I don't care. You pay to exist. You pay to exist. Who do you pay? Who do you pay to exist? Who is this that you're paying to exist? Now that's a question for you to ponder and go down many rabbit holes and come up with your own answers to. Who do you pay in order to exist? Now, the warrior realizes this and he says, okay, I was born in a world where the house rules are not made by anyone I know, and these rules are inviolate. The main basic rule is I must spend my life to pay for the right to exist. Okay? I am a slave in a system that I pay for my own slavery. That's what's been done to you. You can know about this, you can talk very well with your friends about this, but you haven't got a single iota of personal power to do anything about it. Realize where you are. If you don't, if you pretend to be better than you really are, there's no way you can free yourself. Nothing's gonna happen. The warrior accepts, okay, I'm in a system which is absolutely useless to fight it head to head. I'm gonna go toe to toe with the predator and I am such a big shot that I'm gonna win. Yes. Fine, go ahead. The warrior realizes, okay, I'm in a situation which is not to my advantage from the very beginning, at the very base level. How am I gonna do this? Remember, for the average man, life is taken either as a blessing or a curse. The average man's life is basically spent fighting the predator for the little scraps. Fighting the predator for little scraps. That's the average man's entire life. The warrior doesn't play that game. It's an inefficient game and it's a losing game. You will lose because the house always wins. Okay? The house always wins. The warrior accepts that. The house always wins. Okay, how am I going to do this? The warrior says, okay, I'm going to have to pay to win. I'm going to have to pay to exist. Can't get away from it. Fine. What's the next step here? The warrior sees from there that the currency that is used for the right to exist is money. The warrior sees that. Oh, it really is money that makes the world go round. At least the false matrix that you live in. And the warrior lives in. Everyone lives in this false matrix nowadays. The digital two-dimensional world. Money is the energy that you pay with for your right to exist. Am I correct? You pay your bills in money. You don't pay in services. You don't go to the government and say, oh, I'll do some community service. Could I have free water for the next 6 months, please? I'll just go and sweep toilets in the jails. It's not going to work like that. You are going to be paying good money for your right to drink water, clean yourself, and use water. Okay? In fact, if you tried to take water from a natural resource that nature has perfectly provided for you, you would have the police up your ass before you could dip that bottle in the river. Once or twice would be fine, but if you did it as a thing, you'd have the government on your case. The predator cannot afford the herd, the cattle, feeding itself drinking water that the farmer doesn't control. It's just pure logic. I'd do the same. So the warrior accepts that money is the thing. Money is the thing. Without money, I will struggle to pay for the right to exist, and life is gonna just be one miserable fight after the other. Constantly anxious about not having money. The warrior knows that that's no way to live. We have limited time here. Death is coming. Energy is precious. Time is precious. How am I going to deploy my resources in a way, my mind power, my heart power, my spirit power, my personal power, how am I going to deploy that in a way that garners me money so that I can pay for the right to exist in this predator's world? With me so far? The next thing the warrior does is decide, okay, if I'm going to have to pay for the right to exist and money is the currency to do that, might as well do an impeccable job of it. Might as well do an impeccable, magnificent job of it. Because for the warrior, anything less than the best is unacceptable. Right? The warrior's life is not defined by doing the bare minimum, and crying all the way, whining and doing the bare minimum. It's called minimum wages, by the way. The warrior says, okay, we've accepted that, we've taken responsibility for that, we're taking responsibility for that. The next step is, might as well do a great job of this. Earn lots of money. How am I going to do that? How am I going to earn lots of money? Okay? Now that the warrior realizes it's a whole skill set that he was never or she was never taught, because the parents were ignorant, the teachers were ignorant, the education system is not there to help you learn anything. It's there to create in you an efficient drone, worker drone. That's what the education system is there for, designed by white people. Okay? So the warrior sees through all this and he arrives at a decision. Fine, we're going to do an impeccable job of this. Now the only thing left is, this is what naturally occurs to the warrior. Okay, if I'm going to do an impeccable job of this, I might as well earn money doing what I love to do. It doesn't make any sense to do an impeccable job earning money doing what I hate to do. I might as well do what I love to do and make tons of money out of it. Do you see how in each step it follows one from the next? It's a natural, holistic way of thinking in the prison that you are in, which is nearly impossible to extricate oneself from. Many different things have to happen before you can successfully say, yes, I have extricated myself from this, the predator's matrix. The least of which is you have to lose your human form, and that's a thing in itself. So for now, this is what is available to you. You don't need to be a warrior to learn to think like this. Now, my apprentices, those of them who are struggling with gathering resources, they don't have that skill set yet. Most of them are totally fine with that. They're good, robust. They have good, robust resources coming at them all the time. They're skilled in that. Some of them aren't. I teach them. I teach them exactly how to make as much money as you want. It's not a problem. A Toltec warrior is not, you can't be poor begging on the streets and say, oh, I'm a Toltec warrior. It doesn't work like that. You have to be smart and you have to know how to gather resources, because believe me, whether you're a crow or a coyote or a moth or whatever fancy animal things you think are all Toltec-y animals, I don't know, whatever that is, you will spend your life gathering resources. If you're existing, in whatever form you're existing, you will be spending your existence gathering resources. That is existence. That is existence. Every time you inhale, you gather resources for your body. Every time you eat, every time you drink, you're gathering resources for your body. You're intaking resources, right? Wherever you are, if you're existing, you will be gathering resources. Make no mistake about that. Even inorganic beings spend their entire existence concerned with exactly the same thing, gathering resources. That is why you are in the world you're in, because the farmer needs resources and you are a resource. You're the cattle, you're the herd. Let's recap. Realizing that you pay to exist and accepting that, okay, as long as I'm in this world where I pay to exist, I accept it. I don't have to fight that. I don't have to be a rebel without a cause and go to rallies and shake shakers and shout from the rooftops what a big shot rebel you are and how you hate the world and money is the root of all evil and all that nonsense. You do all that, knock yourself out, waste your energy, but that's not the warrior's way. Second step is, okay, payment we realize is done in money in this world. Okay, fine, payment's done in money. Now, I'm going to do an impeccable job of this because I don't want to just get by and do the bare minimum. So we're going to create lots of money. We're going to train ourselves, we're going to educate ourselves, and we're going to practice earning lots of money. Now, earning means growing money, growing. You grow your money, okay? Worker drone isn't what I'm talking about. That requires no initiative at all. So once you see, okay, we're going to do a magnificent job of making and growing money. If I'm going to do a magnificent job of making and growing money, I might as well do it doing what I love to do. Clear? I might as well do it doing what I love to do. That is where the path with heart actually starts for the Toltec warrior. So everyone has read The Path with Heart and Don Juan's incredible words about the path with heart. Read them sometime when he's describing the path with heart to Castaneda. Absolutely, that man's words have so much power, They jump off the book, right? Everyone's read them and nodded and yes, oh, so inspiring. You don't understand a thing about the path with heart. Really, you don't. You may think you do, but you really don't. You really don't. Okay? Otherwise, your life would be very different right now. The path with heart can only be energized at this point. If you just jump into a path with heart or start saying anything is a path, oh yeah, I collect stamps and it's on my path with heart. In a way it is, but a path with heart is a carefully crafted construct that works for the warrior. Okay? The warrior crafts it from, and you need to have the base layers in there first. These are the base layers on which you build your path with heart and thrive at the same time. It is possible to have a separate path with heart or several paths with hearts if you have the personal power. I have at least 3. And some of them can be monetized. Others are just for your own hobby, your leisure, right? That's possible. But in this day and age, can you afford to have a path with heart that doesn't pay you a penny and work your entire life, work your ass off for a boss that gives you permission to shit and piss when they won't? take over for me. I'm just going to go to the loo. How demeaning is that? Yeah. The whole world works like that doesn't mean that it's not demeaning and dehumanizing. No matter what ideal job you've got, you're working to make someone else's dreams come true, whereas you could be spending that precious time and energy, which is limited, working to make your own dreams come true. So, don't kid yourself where you're really at. You may be earning tons and tons of money every day, working for someone else and feeling really great about it. But you know what? You're not free. You're not free. You may have a fancy office, marble and mahogany. You're really not free. Not from the Toltec perspective, you're not. You're a complete slave to someone else's dreams, which you are building with your precious time and energy. So unless you got a plan where you're going to convert those resources you're gathering, and you've got a specific plan in action, and you're acting upon it every day, so that eventually it converts into you working to make your own dream come true, then you're just a slave. If you have a plan in place and you're taking every day, you're beavering away to make your own dream come true whilst working to make someone else's dream come true, that's fine, because you're using them without being used by them. You understand? But without that plan, without working every day, burning the midnight oil if you have to even knowing that I'm moving steadily towards making my own dreams come true. Don't kid yourself. You're a slave on the hamster's treadmill. I go into more detail with my apprentices and we come up with a plan and really work things. I've had apprentices really stick to a plan and come out with literally hundreds and thousands of dollars richer than when they started, when they went, Anaam, I have not a lot of money left now. What should I do? We work, and a year down the line, a year and a half down the line, they're in a completely different place where resourcefulness is concerned. I have apprentices like that. Now, completely aside, off topic, I'm looking for females who are interested in becoming apprentices. A few slots have opened up, but only for women. And if you're interested, I'll do something very rare. I will put my email in the description. This I don't do. I do not do that, but I will do this one time. If you're a female interested in apprenticeship, it costs money, it's not free. Get in touch. If you think you have what it takes, it's tough. I'll make no two bones about it. And it's not for everyone. If you think you've got what it takes, get in touch and we will take it forward. Unfortunately, I don't have any slots open yet as of now for new male apprentices. I've taken a few on recently. In any case, let me know what you think about the content of this video, what we talked about. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Walk in freedom. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.